to end this year. Quarterback. That's what you gotta do. You gotta do one whole jump, like per week, or each position that you want to draft for. Or just whatever to each position. But do it all from the same one. So you knock it out. Nice chunk. You do it that way, it's faster. You have weeks more. And think about it. Like what? 17, 18 weeks. Long time. Long season. A lot of scouting. I'm taking two shit. Yeah, see how fast you go to 80. Bills. Oh, yeah, so.
Tonight, from Bills Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Buffalo Bills taking on the Indianapolis Colts.
We are just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at Bills Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates. Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To the air, Allen finding Knox there, complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Singletary here running out of the gun. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here.
Singletary, the ball carrier.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he is going to have a Bills first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized. The other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
From midfield, here's Allen. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen looking for his running back, and he's got it. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. You've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Well, call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 63 yards, and a touchdown. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen, and that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. From 4 yards out. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Chandler, Captain Zero.
Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
The Colts take over first.
So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
2nd and 9 at the 29-yard line.
Met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
No gain on.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. From the gun, Bean. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They'll run on first down. Hines. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a first down.
At the 41. A gain of 7. First down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Carry for the running back.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, they just watched the other team take the ball downfield and score, so they knew that this drive, this opening drive, was on them. And, boy, that was important to pick up that first down there and keep this one going.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line.
On second down now, it's Hines, and he'll get it down this time to the 17.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
Brought down at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, Indianapolis.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Hines. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, it's Hines. And this time he is in. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So a late touchdown here just before the half, and that obviously changes the dynamic of this game.
Yeah, in a couple ways, partner, because they've been shut out up until this point. So now at least they go into the locker room, and Uncle Mo may be creeping over to their side to talk to him a little bit. And second, they're right back in the football game, an extra point away from tying things up.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially give me some points. And if it doesn't work,
Stephon Diggs, 30, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, as the first half is winding down, and the Bills have taken the lead.
Chandler Catanzaro lining up.
Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And he's going to have the first out as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Throwing again. Bean. He's going to let it go again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we have reached halftime with it. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. They begin the drive with Hines.
Naheem Hines.
Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Hurst. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. On first down, Hurst. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but from both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Back to throw. Bean. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Complete to
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
the 9-yard.
Here's Hines. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The ball carrier.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Again with Hines. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. This has been a long They struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game. Oh, my, that's a heck of a tackle right there on 3rd down because they had to swing it out to the back and hope that he could make a play. But let's face it, in order for him to be there and be in that position, in order to make that play,
yes, hold him out. Here we go now, 4th and goal from the 2. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get him the football back. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense. They hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 2-yard line.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. The Bills send the punter out. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Back now in Buffalo, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Their own 22-yard.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it. Somehow ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. To the right side and complete to Hurst. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 3rd down, Hines. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Ball in a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hurst. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. And they give this time to the tailback. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
The tackle made at the 20.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. On third down, Hurst. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
At the 11-yard.
Add that one to the good run tally right there. He's been strong throughout this game, and there's no reason to suggest he's going to slow down in the fourth quarter at all. And that's exactly what they need him to do. Keep churning out first step.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown.
Nyheim Hines. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Lining up for the point after.
Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow.
Set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them in bounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Allen to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
They'll run on first down. Hurst And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
13-yard line.
Second down now. First. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. On first down, they stick with Singletary. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it, because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now has an extra boost.
You will not even get to this game, man. This is crazy.
For the team that loses, because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
The last run got 3, now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he'll go down at the 28.
Man, you can see the play. You know what the fuck they're ready to do. And you put them in right there. Come on, man.
That's why you take your receivers and move them around the bunch, especially your best guys. And when it works out in the slot,
come on, man.
you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. Down right around the 25.
Singletary.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here in OT. The Bills send the punter out. On for a very important punt here in overtime. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They'll keep it on the ground. Hurst, and they're able to bring him down at the 20. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. Throwing on 1st down. Bean. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Robert Tonyan was the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
To throw again. Bean airing it out deep for Smith. Oh, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
The 2nd down pass. Intercepted. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down the playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Allen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 32-yard line. A gain of 4.
So now it all comes down to Chandler Catanzaro. This to win it in overtime.
Field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and we will play on here in overtime. So possible disaster there. It's an empty possession, and there's no worse time to have an empty possession than the first drive of overtime.
Yeah, and remember the situation now, Brandon. It's sudden death from here on out. You can bet he's begging for a chance to redeem himself. But the question now is, will that chance ever come?
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
This one took us deep into the night, but in the end, after 5 quarters, we're unable to determine a winner.
Well, can I say it? I think it's a fair outcome with the kind of game that we had, pretty evenly matched. But here's where it gets tough. Because it was a night game, makes it much shorter on the turnaround, doesn't it? Especially for the visiting team.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew,
pitch. I'm telling you, motherfucker, white boy for fucking about a half hour. Still hot. Steam still up. Wow. That's why he ain't no good. Everything's on. Man, shut the fuck up. Fucking quarterbacks. I guess I ain't did shit. Hate upgrade players that don't play. Welcome to game 2. Back home now.
today. From Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And the Jaguars.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
This pass finds its way to Williams. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll let this one go deep for... This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So now the Colts will get their first opportunity with a football. And they'll be let out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy that springs for the good stuff.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down, Hurst, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And this effort won't do it. He needed to get to the 45. He's a yard or 2 short. And he gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told. But they're still looking at a 4th down. They'll roll him out right. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
The 45-yard line.
On first down, Hurst. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
It's a jet sweep. This is and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
3rd and 11.
On third down, first. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised him a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped him well short of a first down.
It's a pickup of 17 there, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
To throw on second down. Bean. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On third down, first. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Right back to him on first down. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. And that is incomplete.
Bean's pass forced to the ground and incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Tough ask here. They're going to go for it on fourth down and 9. From the gun, Bean. And that is going to be incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on fourth down.
No. Replay this shit, man. Fuck that, man. This is whack. I'm sorry, I can't do it. I can't go. Not on the whack ass shit like that. But if you whacking this shit, whack ass shit. I'm condoning whacking this shit.
Today, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. It's week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson.
Damn.
They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. That was in last week's ball game for Robinson. 11 carries, 116 yards, and a trip to the end zone.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
He's brought down at the 30.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Looking to throw. Ross. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he is going to lose yardage here. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. This is why I don't play in points per reception fantasy league.
Is that what they call
the receiver
PPR?
still gets a point there. Yeah.
No.
And you went that far back. No bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what. I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Oh, come on, man.
So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Intercepted. The Colts take over first.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Joe Schobert on the tackle. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Tackled at the 25.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth.
45-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Hurst, and they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. We're scoreless after one. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Now it's Hines. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
The ball carrier.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Enough to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Literally, nobody. Slim was in coverage. He was not blocking over. If he wasn't on the blitz, could have been on the blitz, because somebody would have picked him up. Fuck all that, man. My whole line shifts. All 4 of my line would shift right. Come on, man. All right, man. You know I shift on that.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Bean. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
8-yard line.
On first down, Bean got a man. It's Tonyan complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
4 yards.
From the gun, Bean. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down, it's Hines. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
You got it! You got it!
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he takes it in for a Colts score. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. let's go get it. Because nowadays, you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards, probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for James Robinson out of the backfield. Second down.
Certainly going to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ross. And his throw here is incomplete. Laviska Shenault, the intended target. But now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 10 yards to go.
Operating from the gun. Ross. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Taco Charlton gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save?
Yes.
That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. From the gun, Bean. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
At the 36-yard line.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun. Bean. He's going to air one out. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Robert Tonyan, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. A final shot before break. Bean. He's going to go up top again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Made by Miles Jack.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hurst. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Taken down at the 43-yard.
On third down, Bean. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41.
Complete to Naheem Hines.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll try and throw for it here. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On third down, Hurst. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. They'll keep it on the ground. Hurst. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. On first down, Hines. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. From the gun, Bean. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 18 yards that time to push him up, first and goal. This is Hines. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Naheem Hines, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
Tom Brady retired, they got Mitchell Trubisky.
And it's good to make it 14-0. That was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit. 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Ross. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. From the gun, Ross. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Ross from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. Before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Here comes the Indian.
I got to make an adjustment. He ended up having this pass as fuck. I gotta put that. This nigga don't catch the ball. Nigga pulling in shit. Wild game shit.
Offense now as they get set to take over. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun. Bean. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. On 2nd down now. Hurst. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Ross now, back to the air on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press.
Touchdown, Jaguars!
It's the same exact play that ran on the other side.
Mike Williams, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Well, fourth quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Hurst. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
3rd down and
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. From the gun, Bean, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Robert Tonyan, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown.
Somebody else's zone is right. They're playing zone, so they're just looking for the ball going to their zone. I'm doing the ball going to their zone, he doesn't catch it. Of course he doesn't catch it, because they have better pulling the ball than he does. And he's looking for it right here.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the
Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. Here's Ross to throw on second down. Man open left side. It's Williams.
Ross's pass.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really...
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson.
Ross's pass.
A gain of 4 on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It's looking like the first month of the season is going to be perfect for them. 4-0 now on the horizon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Hurst, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So this one winds up in Indianapolis victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Colts, they're into the win column for the 3rd time this year as they get the victory.
That bitch hot. Hot ass bitch. Bitch hot as fuck. That's why she don't stay in water. That's why she stay down here. Cause she is a hot bitch. Hot bitch. You need to get the fuck off my line. Reached divisional round. Number one season. Still got something to cover speed, tackling, and zone coverage. So what the fuck? Always gotta go to slot. Boost him, go to the 99. Boost that's a whole motherfucking cornerback need to be tackle speed, motherfucking zone coverage, and why would I go with anything else? He's strong. Oh, this shit one pad, man. Fuck that shit. He's Michigan motherfucking linebacker. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. We had 5 quarterbacks for this go in the first round. Damn, like that. Like that. Damn, he like that. Ah, shit. Take out all these quarterbacks. I will be taking a break. He like that. Second round. He's a second round talent, but he like that. They definitely gonna miss on one of these. One of these quarterbacks is gonna be like really, really good. Cause they got too many. Anytime they got 5 motherfuckers in the first motherfucking round, look. First round talent. Both of them scrambles. Man. He gonna be the one. He's gonna be the one. I'm gonna draft him. Mark Queenan. Fuck them scrambles. They ain't no scramble again. I'm gonna run back on the ball. Fuck. See you tomorrow. In Thanks Review. Good night, Indianapolis.